a border battle that brings together two schools fighting for a bronze boot. A tribute to a former ROTC instructor, the bronze boot is the ultimate prize in today's resumption of the border war. Welcome to Fort Collins, Colorado, home to the Colorado State Rams. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Wyoming Cowboys, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Colorado State Rams. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Cowboys will boot it away to start the game. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Rams offense will get first crack at it here. In the last meeting, the Rams trampled the Cowboys, making brown mustard out of them in a game that never felt competitive.
I think everybody went into that one thinking it was going to be close. Colorado State obviously had some other ideas, David. Their intensity was simply unmatched in that game. That's where Wyoming's got to be better this time around.
Got to be much better because they took that bronze boot in a bad spot last year. It was not competitive, not at all. They had to have been embarrassed. They had to have been thinking about this for a year, and they want to come out and put a better display on.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And for defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket, and good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB, nowhere to go with the football.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
The Cowboys offense will have its first possession of the game, and they are... Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, running back gets the give. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. The give to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room. Not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Makes the grab over the middle. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Gonna take a shot. And it's hauled in at the 10. And he'll go down after a huge gain and picking up the first down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Rams look to keep this drive humming. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Colorado State.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Firing to the right, complete. He's into the end zone for the 2, and he gives them the lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
Coming out with it, it's Bird. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Fakes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Power football with the run. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. It's complete to the left. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a...
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He goes down. Short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll start this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the knee. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. Pressure coming. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. Finds his big tight end. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds his big tight end. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they've regained the lead.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. On the run, still looking. Zings it complete to the right. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. The border war over the Bronze Boot dates back to 1899, but the introduction of the Bronze Boot trophy was started as part of a mutual agreement between each school's respective ROTC departments.
Well, it's nice that there was a mutual agreement, because the very first time these two teams played in 1899, the game was forfeit. Apparently there was breaking of rules. It ended up in a brawl. These two schools have not liked each other for a very long time in the border war, David.
I'm here for all of it. I'm here for the petty. I'm here for the college fans that don't like each other, the anger, the competition. So this should be a great matchup.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. This time it's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got him downfield. Gashes the heart of the knee. Touchdown, Colorado State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kennesaw State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 4 to Nevada. We'll circle back if anything big happens.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Ball's at the 27. His offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And it just doesn't get more dominant than that. One-on-one, me versus you, and there's nothing you can do about it, David. I know that's something you know a lot about based on your time at Georgia.
Man, fly off the edge, beat the man as quick as you can. There's so many things that have to go right for you to get a sack. The ball has to be coming out a little bit later. But you know what? When you win that fast and that clean off the line of scrimmage, that is how it's done at the high level for that defensive end.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. They'll ride the hot hand. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Rams come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, right away after picking up a 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for them.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. Got his man on the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
again, how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line, not enough to move the sticks. And the Cowboys line up to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Little pressure on the coverage team there. Stop him at the 47-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Creates a little room. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Rams with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
If I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The lone back's got it. And into the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Rams have it in scoring position on first and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Rams. And they add 6 more to the board with that triple. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in week 10.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Amatova. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. The Cowboys decide to punt it away. Here's the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Finds his man in the middle. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. And the Rams can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And in these situations, you're never looked at poorly, right? You can go for these situations because it's a really long field goal, so it's not a guaranteed make, or I can be aggressive offensively, and I like the choice.
There he goes. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Making side adjustments here. He's looking to throw. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Big fella moving. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Colorado State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 downs. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Wyoming, 10.
On the run from inside his own 5. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Using the quick game. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. After that last incompletion, the offense is now in punt formation.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Got his man down the middle.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Here's the pressure. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. The Rams come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give on the option. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the 1st half. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air on first down. Working that left side now. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one.
At the 44. Good enough for a first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Gain of 20.
This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Rushes on him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. And you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
And the Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cowboys come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's in open space downfield. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Finds his man down the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. So now on comes the field goal unit. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Cowboys and Rams. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. A lot of football still to be played as these two scratch and claw for the right to claim that old bronze boot.
And the Rams will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Looking to throw on first down. A little release to the back. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback on the keeper. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. He'll sneak it. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And the Cowboys getting set on 1st and 10.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From from the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Unleashes one. Wide open downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man
breaks into the open. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Cowboys pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the RPO, complete.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Brings up second down.
Rides the back on the option, the give. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cowboys are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Cowboys kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
Takes the easy one to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Fires to the big fella. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier? Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. Fires left. Complete downfield. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Colorado State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Kennesaw State looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks, and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 14 to Nevada. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Brings up second down.
They'll give it to the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They're working that left side. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Cowboys will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. To get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Quick completion to the right. Across the 25, he's got room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Colorado State. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
That just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. That drive not too focusing on. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
Colorado State 50, Wyoming 13.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. The give to the back. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete. The Cowboys will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Hauls it in at the 40. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rams will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Brings up 2nd down.
Now the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Complete to the left. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
At the 42. That's a
Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. Got rid of it just in time. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just
fires one high and deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And that's a first down for the offense.
We've reached a break. Colorado State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Gives it on the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Cowboys! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Quick strike complete. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Rams are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the back. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
The Rams will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically. Not
pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
And the Cowboys send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. From the gun, running back on the move.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to...
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. The Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a move. Return's going to get it up around field. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. And the Rams come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fights off a defender. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The offense changing the play. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Got it behind the line. It's Best. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They were really make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Fielded in the end zone. It's Burr. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They'll run the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Under fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cowboys will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll return it from around the 50. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Colorado State takes over. The Ram offense returns to the field. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. On the move at the 30. An explosive play in game as he's got the first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do with run offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they and what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today, but opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
He'll bring it out. It's Burr. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Handoff to the single back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. One of the great rivalries in the West comes to a close with the Rams taking the victory. There will be partying in Fort Collins tonight. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.